Greetings, salutations, and welcome to something different. I realize the menus for the Elder Scrolls Legends may have changed, but actually, we are playing Star Traders Frontiers today. So, we played this back, I want to say, last Saturday on Facebook, and really had a ball of a time. But really don't have the time on stream to dedicate this to a full playthrough. So what we're going to do is we're going to start over from scratch. I know who we had in the previous ship in what positions. And so what we're going to do is we are going to spawn in a new ship, new captain, and just start over and see how far we can get as really a community. For those of you who may be wondering about us starting up a new stream, or a new, not stream, new series, Tessel content will continue to release daily content, but as I am moving toward more free time, because I'm no longer at my IT job, I am going to begin to be able to run additional series. That said, I still have a part-time job that I keep myself occupied with, and if we're wanting to see more and more series or have ideas on what series you'd like to see, put them in the comments and let me know through Patreon. Those of you who support, I love just a little bit more. But I love you all. But anyway, let's get started. So what we are doing is we are using SirProok. I just copied it last time for I think these are the same. Oh no, they change. Alright, so let me just copy this so I can show you guys what we're doing. So you're allowed to organize these to get whatever you want up with the most points. You'll see like 52, that drops down to 38. But up here we'd get 23 skills. I like putting attributes on top because these are really hard to change. Skills can be earned in-game. Attributes, it's extremely hard to earn anything more than like a +1 or a +2. And they're used for virtually everything. Contacts, we start with contacts 4. This is part of the challenge. If you're wanting an easier game, you put your ship up here or maybe even up here. We are specifically starting with the smallest ship our budget can buy, as we are starting and then leveling up. Experience, we're still relatively new to this. We've been only doing full-time content creation. I mean, what is it? Captaining, full-time captaining for now about a month, so I felt like experience should be down here as well. Attributes, what we're doing is the captain that I am building is a bit of a support captain, so he's just focusing on the mental attributes. We don't want him to get killed on a bombardment, so I am going to then just put the remaining of his points into fortitude for maximum hit points. He really shouldn't be in melee or in pew pew pew. Skills, this is where I think we changed something. I think we dropped... Alright, yeah, we did change something here. So our captain's job, I don't have all of the unlocks. As you'll see, Diplomat is still locked. Although apparently I have unlocked Scavenger, I didn't realize that. Commander is the one we're using. The captain, myself, will start with the Indomitable trait, which gives us a ship defense. Just straight up, we get some defense for our ship, a little bit of protection against crew damage. And then I get a couple attribute buffs, and debuff resist, which would be nice in combat. Starts at level 2, crew is level 2, or sorry, officer's level 2, crew is level 1. But there's all sorts of various options you could pick. We're doing commander. The extra defense will really help us as we're starting with a small ship. But the skills we're going to be using are Command, Intimidate, and Tactics. But I think what we're actually going to do is I'm going to drop the Intimidate. No, we kept Intimidate. We will get someone who can focus on negotiation. So now our contacts. So we are using a fixer. who is not local to us. Politician who is. Smuggler who is, and more importantly, no, they offer us smuggler recruits. The ex-spy is the important one, because El Presidente del Junta, as you guys may have known him, Jingle Jangle Presidente, offers spies, and he is role-playing as the Black Fox. And so we have him coming in as a spy recruit. And I think that's going to be good for our start. We'll go ahead, hit save there. We'll just leave it. Save the... We didn't change anything, so I'm going to cancel out, and we'll just launch with the template we've already prepared. Alright, so that is the face I like to use. And we're going to go ahead and get a little bit of armor on. Looks like I'm clicking the wrong... Oh, wait, there it is. There it is. You can pick your faction. I like Zenrin. They get +1 to all ratings, but Alt, Mesa, Starport, Military, they've got all sorts of nifty things. We are playing on hard difficulty, which is kind of fair. There is permadeath, so if we die, the playthrough's over and we got to start over. But I enjoy this. We will not be save scumming. We are going to... Should we skip the intro? This game has a lot of dialogue. We won't skip it so that I can get you guys showing what this is. Instead of Captain Long, this is Captain Prook. And launch. And I'm not going to read through all the dialogue here, but I am going to summarize it. Okay, 1 year ago I became a Star Trader captain. There they are, us coming in. We inherit our great uncle's charter. We've committed ourselves to Clan Zenrin, noted by banners up here in the corner. We are no longer a Grav, and we are going to the stars with a lightsaber. There are no lightsabers in this game, but that looks like a lightsaber. Okay, so we get to make our own way. Then our temp officers are going to show up here, but they're about to get replaced. Alright, now they're saying that there is an Arbiter, a Zendu, that is wanting to get transport. Zendu bloodline. So Zendu and Templars are kind of the protectors, arbiters of the universe. And one of the most powerful factions in the game. Theoretically speaking. Where were we? It's rare that we get to work with them. They're going to pay us good, but they're going to drag us into something that's probably bigger than what we're used to dealing with. Alright, and here it's just going to introduce us to controls. We know those, or I know those, and I'll be going over them. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to jump into the crew. There's going to be a brief blip here in the music as I pull up a screenshot I took of the previous people we had. Alright, so we can go ahead and grab a talent. What we're going to do is we're going to grab Discerning Glare. So at every maximum, once every 3 weeks, this will fire. When we recruit a person, they get improved attributes, and we get one of their hidden talents known, or hidden traits known. That's my character. So this is our doctor? Yes. So our doctor is actually not this guy. Find the face we had used before. Was it that one? No. Almost. That one. Uniform, green jumpsuit. A little bit of camo. There it is. Name is no longer Hunter Dewey. It is now Aisha. And their second job that they're going to be picking up. Officers can have multiple jobs. And actually, we're going to take a quick little pause here. You guys can see all the jobs here. If you want to pause, I'm going to then scroll down a little bit. What was the bottom one there? Engineer. Here is the second set. And that one ended at pirate. Here's the third set. There's a lot of jobs people can do. And some of these are crew jobs, like soldiers, swordsmen. And actually, all of them can be crew, but some are more common in crew than others. There we go, all the way down to the bottom. If you are wanting to get yourself into the ship, let me know what job you would like or like to work toward. And we will get you added into the crew, either replacing an existing crewman and hopefully promoting you guys up to fill out our officer cadre as soon as possible. But anyway, Doctor, actually going to be grabbing Combat Medic as a second job. Adds the Doctor skill, but also starts adding Pistol skill. And is going to go ahead and grab the Cleansing Purge, which is a nice combat heal for crew combat. Indicating where it can be used from in combat. We'll get to that in combat. How about that? Oh, and then visual. What I do is armband. We give our people the blue armband just so that I can see them. And you know what? I didn't click save on the name. A-I-S-H-A. Enter. Alright. Next. This is our quartermaster. So this is not the person you see before you. This is actually a very... He's an interesting fellow. He thinks he's the captain, but he's playing the long game. So I'm allowed to run the ship. But eventually he knows I'm not going to be here, and then it's just going to be his ship, and it'd be a shame if he took over the worlds while he was at it. So visually, this is... Let me find the face. I think it was this way. That's it. And he actually gets a hat. He gets the fanciest of hats. There it is. Fanciest of uniforms. There it is. This is not Talia. This is Gornish. Sign the blue armband. And is our quartermaster general. Next officer. So this officer slot is actually... No, he is not vacant. So it would be remiss if I was building something community focused and I did not add in somebody that we all know in passing, some of us more than others, Lady Jenabu. She prefers being a scavenger. So we're going to go ahead and give her scavenger and focus on orbitals. We're going to visual here. I think if I... No, that doesn't actually pop it to the head I wanted. And that's uniform. There it was. Back to the uniform we were on. Armband. Wears glasses. She gets glasses. And we'll update this. Alright. Those are our starting officers. More slots will open up as we continue to play the game and upgrade our ship. So now we are into just the various jobs. This is a mechanic. We'll go ahead and automatically pass a repair test. Yeah. Alright, so now we're looking at the crew dogs because we do have a starting crew dog. Hardy, fairly charismatic for a crewman. Will always join the captain's side of a mutiny. I don't know. Alright, we need to filter this. Filter. Ship crew. That actually doesn't do what I need. Alright. Nope. Buttons. Alright, so let's take a look at a couple of these crew dogs. Steady, assertive, less charisma. We're looking for the crew dog with the highest charisma. Iron Spine and Righteous also has a 20 charisma. I think we'll go with the first one that we started with. Brian is not Brian. Brian is actually a girl. And doesn't have just normal hair. No, we gotta get the fancy hair. Fancy. Double check my picture. Yup. Uniform. Slocking it up in the mud. And this is our favorite, Candice. With it didn't take the cap. There we go. Candice. I did spell that correct. She has chosen to take the role of ship dog so that she can slop around in the mud, mop everything up. Relaxing league. So she is going to be in charge of revelry and parties. There will be much candy and much T-Rex costumes. Last one I've got to get of our people, and we've got to recruit one because Presidente starts out as a spy, is Christian wanted to be a sniper, and we don't have a sniper initially. What we have are these two riflemen. So we're looking for one that has high quickness, as sniper rifles use quickness, and high fortitude just so he doesn't die. That was 21. 25? Alright. Stubborn and seedy? That can happen. Alright, so let's update the name. Uniform. That is actually the uniform we had him in previously. Now we get him a hat. We had the other cowboy hat on. There we go. And face, he wanted... Oh, there it was. He wanted this one. Good old beard. Then talent, we're going to go ahead and give him... He's going to be in the back taking shots. But I think we're going to give him suppressing fire. And then we're going to change out his weapon to give him the scout rifle, which is the tier 1 sniper rifle that we get to start with. Visual, let's go ahead and give him the armband. And rename. Cool. Alright, and then last thing I need to do, star, and we didn't rename Candice. Or I didn't. You gotta hit enter after you type in the name, as I have shown repeatedly. If you don't, it will redo the name. So now we can filter star and see our people. Alright, so now we're going to go through and get the rest of our skills. You. Rugged, calm. You've got some nice resistances. You're in charge of big guns. And so he's going to switch over to a shotgun automatically when we upgrade that talent. But we're going to give him the Razor the Razor, as it's got a little bit more accuracy. And it does a little bit more damage. Well, okay. It is more consistent in its damage range. And the sniper rifle will deal with armor. We don't need the shotgun to deal with that. Alright. Next. Talent. Okay, so now we're just going to get some safety protocols so that we can automatically pass some ship ops chests. We've seen that one. I'm just using the arrow keys to tap right. This is one of our navigators. We will get them to automatically pass a nav check. Alright, so here's another fighting crew. They like exploring. Their quickness is pretty good. They've got stealth automatically. Interesting. If it's in the brackets, they don't have access to it unless they're an officer. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and give... I don't use pistoliers a lot at all. But when I do, they're always up in the front row. I think we're going to just give them Raining Steel. Just a talent that triggers when they're in combat. Gives them extra initiative, damage, and critical chance. Another ship dog, just another safety protocols, so that the ship doesn't blow up. The last of our fighting crew, Swordsmen, because sometimes in space you need to grab a sword and stab it. Likely to survive, pain tolerant, so it has a decent fortitude. Let's go ahead and give Rash Courage. So it's something that lets them advance, gives them 30% extra damage, 30% extra accuracy. A little bit less armor, because they're, well, stepping into gunfire. But it'll be nice if our opponent starts moving our crew around in combat. Alright, and the pilot. So we're going to get one pilot who knows expert maneuver. An electrician. We'll grab Hotwire. Gunner. So these guys are in charge of the ship guns. We'll grab them. We'll grab one with Bullseye Certainty. Automatically pass a tactics check. Fast getaway because we are in a tiny, tiny ship. And all of the rest of the pilots are getting evasive maneuvers. We've already got Hotwire, so let's get Signature Jammer as we're running away. What are we on for time? 23 minutes? This first one is really just going to be us setting up the crew, and then we'll probably do the first flight, just get the first mission moving. But we're going to be aiming to get this as a daily thing we'll be doing alongside Tessel, as it's a game I enjoy, and honestly, I really like the developers of it too. Ever since this game has come out, and it came out a while ago, I don't remember the exact day. I don't even remember the exact time of the year. They've been sending out very consistent updates that have continued through to this day. And as a design philosophy, they have preferred not to push out paid DLC. Instead, just making everything free once you have the game. So what they just ask is that you let people know about it. As a game, I've enjoyed this, and I want to let you guys know about it. Alright, so we're back here. We've already got all of these. Let's get a second Hotwire. I'm still picking up Bombardment because when we hit our opponent, it can cause them to lose accuracy. And we're back to the captain. Alright. Somehow I missed you. Now I'm going to switch this filter to anyone who needs leveled up, which is no one. Faction, there's currently a trade ban with Javat. So if we start buying and selling cargo in Zenrin space, we're going to make these people mad at us. I'd rather not make them mad at us. So we're going to avoid trading. We've got a long run up there. Let's check where our spy contact is so we can pick up Presidente. Because we need to get a spy recruit. Oh, they're on the Zenrin world? Alright, we actually have to go here. If we go to that world first, I think it fires the quest. Like, oh, you didn't pick up this person. Instead, you flew straight to the main world. So we'll go here. We'll meet up with the Arbiter. So Estelle, goes ahead. She welcomes us. Functionally going through and saying, wow, you're a new Star Trader. We are. The Prince trusts us. He really does, and he should trust us because we're loyal to him. We could go ahead, we could talk, why are you on this world? Well, she was trying to get to the Prince. Why do you need to go to the Prince's court? Let's talk specifics. We're just going to say, come on board. The less questions we ask of a very important person, the easier that very important person stops talking. We're going to go ahead and refuel. Don't think we need to run a repair here. But we are going to talk to one of our... I thought our contact was on this world. No, our contact is back there. Gotcha. Normally I'd go and I'd buy up some cargo, but we're not going to do that. Somebody got upset, so they're going to get some spicing. Spicing, it's the equivalent of having a nice party. And... oh, she's on board. She wants to explain that she is a Zendu. So what the Zendu are is, as the Zendu advance through generations, they get all of the memories of everyone in their family tree before them. And so they get to live that as their daily life. So we can get a lot of info like that here. We're just going to say we've all got important work we need to be doing. And we'll go through some of the dialogue once it gets to more story-based. Right now we're still kind of in the pseudo-tutorial. There's important facts. Oh, this all here, I should mention. We failed a piloting test. It's the early ship, the crew really hasn't gotten hang of it yet. They haven't leveled up. And as such, they are taking a while to learn, and we're failing things. We got hit by rocky debris. Meteoroids strike the ship. Crew takes 10 hits for up to 6 damage each. Ship suffers 20 component damage. Crew takes 10 hits for up to 8 damage each. There's bad stuff that happens. We're going to land over here, talk with this guy, and see if we can hire a spy as crew. We can. We're going to get him over, then we're going to land with Estelle. Let's repair our ship. Alright, so train talents. Presidente had already told me he wanted Sly Move, so that he is always in charge of passing our stealth checks. Visual, uniform. We're going for the modern gray fox look. Oh, head doesn't matter. I was looking for hat. Oh, there it was. Behold the modern gray fox. And we have El Presidente. Armband. Move out. Flag with the star. Then take off and land here. Looks like they've rolled out the red carpet for you, Arbiter. I think this is for Callaghan, but it has the same effect. Estelle, yours is a face for warm, tired eyes. And Captain, many welcomes. Thank you for escorting Estelle here safely. Greetings from the Scars, Prince Fane. Fane being his last name. I did not expect such pomp at the starport. We've all been waiting for your arrival, Estelle. The mess is progressing. It is sped up, not lost steam. We have much to discuss. Let us retire to the palace. Star Trader, you've earned my gratitude. I have high-paying work for a captain of your caliber. Come and visit me at my court once you've settled everything with your ship and crew. Thank you, Prince Fane. We may take you up on that offer. We gained a bunch of XP. And Zenrin likes us more, and he likes us more, as there is both a personal and clan rep. And off they go. The prince seems very intent on getting Arbiter Brockstorm's assistance. Captain, the prince's starport commander has paid us our 10,000 as promised, and 2,000 bonus to boot. One of the Fanes is stuck around. Many welcomes, Star Trader. It is a pleasure to meet you. I am Zet Fane, the prince's sister. Let me extend my brother's warmest welcome. How does your brother know Arbiter Brockstorm? My brother Callaghan has long been the leader among the great houses and clans, and he believes strongly in some of the causes Estelle has chosen to champion. What causes exactly? They're both unionists who have been advocating for amendments to the Accords that would create a united government over all quadrants. Honestly, Callaghan has been an indispensable ally to Estelle. He has bent much of our family's power to the single-minded goal. What other work does your brother have planned for us? I'm sure my brother will ask you to escort Arbiter Brockstorm to a few more places. He couldn't arrange for her transport? No. She couldn't arrive on his military transports. It's important for her to appear neutral in this legal case. It must be a Star Trader, a neutral party. Appearances by Shalun. Shalun being the prophet that helped set everything up. The legal system, the clans, etc. There is a previous game they have that explains a lot of that. She has a very different idea about her willingness to do favors. What is the legal case Estelle has come to observe? The bombing of the Highwind military orbital? Surely Estelle told you about this. That's a Rykart research facility, neighboring clan. I have heard of it in passing. It was. Estelle must have told you. Callaghan's daughter, Valencia, has been charged with the terrorist act of destroying the Highwind. Which is completely ridiculous. She went aboard the station for a scientific meeting. What idiot would plant a bomb at the same time? Not Val. But Estelle hasn't spoken with you about this. You really don't know. Then the Arbiter is not going to help. Did she say anything like that? I don't remember. By the pit, that's useless, Star Trader. I don't make a habit of prying into my passengers' business. This is no time to be playing nice, Star Trader. If you're going to get involved in this, you better start prying. This is not a legal battle we can stand to lose. The loss of life on the Highwind alone. They will demand Valencia's life in retribution. And you don't feel like prying? Basically saying, yes, there would be a duel of assassins that would go after Valencia personally, as well as fighting it out between the clans. I hope you keep your ears open for me, Star Trader. Come to the palace. My brother has work for you. Refuel, heal, pay crew wages, and we're going to call that as our first video. Guys, hopefully we'll be able to make it decently far in this game. A lot of this early game can be up or down depending on really a lot of RNG. But fingers crossed, we will continue this in the next episode. It has been fun, and I look forward to seeing you. Good vibes, and good night.